Hey y'all, welcome to our Simple Reality with Mike and Michelle. We're getting ready to get back in the kitchen today for another Crockpot recipe. And I've got this little bear here hanging on because he must heard that I'm putting honey in my stuff today. So make sure you come on in and join us here. I'm going to be making a sweet and spicy pork loin in the Crockpot with apples. So come on in, see how I put this together. And join me and my little friend back there because he's ready for some honey. Anyway, this is another Snapchat thing. But see why I love them? Look how cute that is. Little teddy bear. Anyway, come on in and join us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Give us a like. And check me out also on Facebook on Michelle's Tasty Dishes. I'll see you soon. Bye. Sweet and spicy pork roast and apples. All right, everyone, here we go. Today I'm going to be making a pork tenderloin with cinnamon apples in the crock pot. So first what we're going to do is sear this pork loin on the stove for a little bit. So I have Prairie Fresh Natural. See that? That's what we're working with today. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze that in there. Getting to fit in this pan. I should have used my large one. Right. But that's 2 pork loins in there. Let me see how many. 2.46. You need about 2.5 to 3.5 pork loin. Let me wash my hands. So we're going to sear that. Get all those flavors in there. So while that's searing, turn that up. I'm going to dice up some of the apples while we're waiting on that. And I'm using Honeycrisp apples. So we're just going to cut these. Haven't made this in a very long time. Done the, just the apples on the stove and but first time for this one. You want to keep these in bigger chunks, your apples. So I'm just cutting them and then cutting them one time. If they're big enough to cut for one time. So share below, what is some of your favorite fall recipes that you enjoy. I know we all have our favorites. A lot of them are the same, but we make them different ways, which is always neat. I like trying other ways also. If I'm being adventurous, don't mind trying other recipes. Let me know if you try this one. Also, when you are on here, if you don't mind going up there and subscribing so you know when I have new recipes out, or if we're on new adventures, or if we're doing reviews, go ahead and hit subscribe. Give us a thumbs up on this video if you enjoy pork roast and cinnamon apples together. Leave us a comment and let us know some of your favorite fall recipes, or let me know how you do yours different. Since, like I said, we all do things different. I'm not much of a measure or anything. I try to do it a little bit for y'all on here, but I'm just one of those country cooks, and I just throw it up together. I don't do much measuring. But I do try to give you all a little bit of a clue of what maybe about it is. But you got to taste it and check for yourself, because you might want a little bit of something or a lot of something else that, you know, maybe I do different. But this one here is going to have some cinnamon in it, some honey. But I also put in red pepper flakes because I like that little heat in the back. So I will be doing that. That's optional, of course, for you. You can put in how much of that you want. I'm going to flip this baby here because he's sizzling. We don't want him to cook too long. We just want to brown the sides. We got these apples almost done. Alright, I'm going to salt and pepper him a little bit. I'm going to flip him. See that sear on there? Turn him over on his side. Ooh, that one did really good. This one I think did it more on its side. So, you know, turn that a little bit. Let them finish searing. Then salt and pepper this side. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and get off here, and I'm going to cut up an onion. Let this sear on all sides, and I'll come back and show you how we're going to put this baby together in the crock pot. Be back in a sec. Alright, welcome back. Still didn't cut the onion, but we will get to that. Alright, I'm going to show you this meat. Look at that. Doesn't look delicious already. So you want to sear that pork on all sides. So I'm going to put that over here for a second. We're going to put some of these apples on the bottom of our pan, or in our crock pot, sorry. Some of them still need a little help with being cut down a little. So we're just going to line some of these on the bottom. Hurt it since it's got to cook for a while anyway. Keeps them from cooking down. So you just want to cover your bottom with those apples. Oops. Have this warming up, and now it's hot. Okay. So we got those in there. Next, what you're going to do with those, I do put a little salt on them. Then I'm going to sprinkle some cinnamon. Now you eyeball this, and you can do it however much cinnamon you want to put, because we're going to put cinnamon on top too. We like the cinnamon taste, so we're going to load up on some cinnamon. Get them all nice and covered. Alright, after you get your cinnamon on, I'm going to do half a stick of butter. And just cut that up into chunks. Throw that on top of those apples. Then next, I'm going to cut this onion up. Okay, then we're going to use half of the onion to the bottom. I'm just going to come over here and just type it or cut this up. So there's the pieces of onion. Then you're just going to throw that on top of those apples. Okay. Now for the star of the show. The pork roast. You're just going to take that, lay it on top. I love a good sear in there. It looks so good. All right, now you're going to repeat. We're going to put the rest of the apples. Cut that one. Top the rest of the apples up here. If you haven't yet, make sure you go subscribe to our Simple Reality with Mike and Michele so you don't miss out on other recipes or adventures we go on. We like sharing our simple little life that we are blessed with other people. We like to get to know others, you know, and how they do things. How do you, you know, cook for your family? What adventures do you go on? Okay, so now more cinnamon. Make sure to get all those apples. And you put some on that roast. Then we're going to do the onion. Salt the top again. A little pepper. The onion. Still not sure what else we will have as a side with this. We'll figure that out later when we finish putting the touches on it. Then you're going to cut up that butter, the other half stick of the butter. Oops. Just put it on top there. All right, next what we're going to do, red pepper flakes. Like I said, I like the sweet mixed with the heat. Now you can leave this out. I don't know how much to tell you to put on it, to not put on it. Because I just shake till I think it looks good to me. All right, that should do us to give us some heat. Then you want to pour on a cup of chicken broth. And last but not least, 1/4 cup of honey, drizzle all over. This is going to be so good. Okay, I'm going to get all that honey out of there. Not much stuck in it because you know what you do. You spray it down with a little cooking spray before, and you get all your honey out easily. But there you have it, y'all. This is my apple pork roast crock pot dinner. So we will be back after this cooks. I'm going to cook this on low for about 7 hours, 6 to 7. So we'll see how it does, but give you a little close-up. Doesn't that look good? Okay, again, I'm putting this on low. If you want to cook it on high, you could probably do it in 5 hours. Oops, but I'm doing mine for, break my crock pot lid, we won't be having none. But I'm going to do mine on low for between 6 to 7 hours because I like when it cooks slower, the better, the meat tastes better. It all comes together better, I think, the flavors. So there we go. And I will see you back in about 6 to 7 hours. All right, y'all, we are back. It's been 6 hours. And it is done. My house has been smelling so good. You can see the pork is just tearing apart. Those apples are cooked. You can see, oh my goodness, it smells delish. The pork is just falling apart. And I'll be honest, I took a little piece of the pork and it's got that sweet heat to it. It is absolutely delicious. So we will be back in a moment and I will post the picture of the yummy finished product with our sides and try and lift this without burning so you can get a good view. I wish we had smell-o-vision. I wish you all was here to taste it with us. But we're gonna put the lid back on. It's gonna sit on warm. My husband took our son to work. He'll be back and we're gonna dig into this with our other son and I'll be back with the finished product. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, give a thumbs up, share, and God bless.